Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speeder, and today we're doing a live analysis of Nigma Galaxy versus Winter Bear. Let's see what's going on. This is a very even game, so I thought, okay, I've been watching since the beginning. Let's see what happens in this match. It's a pretty cool game. I will say I think the scaling of Nigma Galaxy is a bit better, and so I'm going to lean towards them winning the game. However, Dawnbreaker sometimes catches me off guard. I mean, people are playing this hero as a scaling carry now, or a scaling core. And so maybe they scale better than I think. They have a pretty cool draft. They have two stunning supports with kind of like follow-up damage. Quap, follow-up, NP follow-up, Dawn is follow-up damage. So it's a cool draft. It's a very well synergized draft. On the side of Nigma, I think that their draft has honestly less synergy. They have a Morphling carry who's just going to farm, a DK mid who kind of just farms. He's also buying Armlet. And it's not like even if he was to buy Blink, he would have any follow-up. Oh, gets hooked. Oh, that was weird. I think they had Dawn ulti wanted to come in. But yeah, I mean, even if he buys Blink, it's like the follow-up damage is Phoenix W? You know, so it's a bit of a weird draft from the side of Nigma. It's kind of just this overall scaling right-click draft. This Smell getting dove, they have Dawn ult. They're going to drop it. He's caught in a really bad spot and just dead again. And this is my concern for the side of Nigma Galaxy. I think what they have to do is stay calm this match, would be my advice. If I'm them, I want to stay calm and just believe in my minute 25 timing rather than trying to really play the game now. However, they have this Beastmaster. He went Helmdom, which I like this game. I think Helmdom destroys Quap, Tusk, Clock, NP. The only hero it's like sort of not great against is Dawn, but even then it's like fine. And so I think the big selling point for me this game is actually this Wild Hunt Beastmaster has extremely good matchups. So if they're going to play tempo, it's going to actually come from him rather than the DK. And because he has these good matchups, maybe the DK could have bought a Blink and played with him. But okay, they come in with 5. Oh wow, hookshot in. That's really deep. Into 5 heroes? Oh, okay, yeah. No. I mean, you have no Dawn ult and you have no Quap ult. I don't know what that was. Let's hope they don't chain feed now. Yeah, okay. I think the main goal if I'm Nigma here is just kind of keep the map open. I mean, you have 3 AFK, not AFK, you have 2 AFK farming cores. This beast with Wild Hunt, he can get active. He can get active this game. As I said, his matchups are really, really good. GH going for, okay, I'm curious if he'll upgrade to Vessel this game. It's not some super good Vessel game, but I always kind of believe in that item. I think it's fine. It's like sort of good against Dawn this game, kind of. It's even decent against Quab. She actually heals quite a bit from this spell lifesteal from the Dagon. Bat Rider rushing a Blink Dagger. Nothing new there. This is super standard for him. The Beastmaster going to go Helm too, which I love. I think, as I said, they just don't have anything that really kills the units. And squishy ranged heroes just get eaten alive by units. They don't have that built-in stout shield. They tend to have very low armor. 9 armor on Quap. I like that this NP is buying Witchblade because I think the armor super helps him as they set up on the Beast. And okay, they find 2 kills. And I think this is going to be the main selling point of Winter Bear's draft. They have really fast-paced heroes, and Nigma just kind of doesn't have a kill combo. It's really the issue I have with a lot of these drafts that I see from some teams, where I think you can play these drafts, they're fine, but when you have clear kill combos, it makes it much easier to move around the map and make smoke plays. And when you can make these smoke plays and get just a casual pick-off on a pause 5, it gives you usually about a minute window where you know you're safe to farm. Kind of opens up the map for your farming heroes. But I don't know, it's only the Beast, and when he's the one getting ganked, right, when they're making the move to him, which I think is really good from Winter Bear, when they're making the move to him, it becomes super difficult to actually respond. The DK is going Mask of Madness, Smells going Mask of Madness. Wow, okay. I mean, they have an idea of how they're going to play this game. Yeah, they have an idea of how they want to play this game. I actually would like to see him maybe triple down on this build and just go Pike next. I think it's a really good Hurricane Pike game. Good out of Cogs, get a Donald. They don't really have like good chain stun to stop you from using it, like unless Tusk snowballs in, but that's going to kill him. Okay, big move from Nigma. So they are trying to actually bring the tempo up. And, you know, let's be fair. It seems like they're just out farming the side of Winter Bear. Like Winter Bear is getting these occasional kills. It's 3-9. But the DK, I mean, yeah, he's got a Mask of Madness. He's got an Armlet. He's farming ancient rotations. He's getting super farmed. The Morphling had a free lane into Dawn, which is not surprising. This matchup is even for Morphling. I would say it's just even for both, but the Morphling, I mean, this is crazy farm for Miracle. 140 CS, 10 CS a minute is insane. That's absurdly high. Last one mid. Can they actually kill it? Oh, he got pulled. Oh, that was unlucky. He got like pulled over the hill on Quap, so he couldn't stun him. So yeah, as I was kind of saying, I think Nigma can kind of just believe in the scaling and react. I think when you lack the kill combo, like the Hoodwink plus Dragonite or the Willow plus Mars or something like that, you can just sort of lay back. And the nice thing is DK is pretty hard to gank. He's pretty tanky. Morphling is extremely hard to gank this game. They don't have an Orchid. They're going to try now. That's what I'm saying. It's hard though. Oh, it turns into Quap and just blinks away. So good for Miracle. Yeah, that's really nice. That is a good tip. And he's just buying time, right? I love that. I mean, you're holding your lane. The enemy makes their significant move on you, which takes multiple heroes, takes up a lot of their time, and you can just kind of get out. You're buying a lot of space for your team. And the big thing about Miracle this game that's making him a really strong player, in my opinion, is he's not stepping on the DK's toes. I think the DK is stepping on the Beastmaster's toes, which is why I don't know exactly how I feel about this draft. I feel that it's maybe a little too greedy to beat maybe the top teams, would be my guess. But, you know, I think Beast is a really good hero. I think DK is kind of OP. And I think Morphling has really good matchups this game. So sometimes when you just have 3 cores that are either really strong in the meta or just have good matchups, like, again, this is an insane Beast game. You just can kind of get away with these greedier strategies. Oh, we're on the bot lane. They lack a bit of damage. This is not the hero you want to go on with Beast. You really prefer the squishier heroes, but maybe it's enough. Oh god, okay, the NP ulti almost killed him. But that's a nice kill. No boots, which I really don't understand. I feel like movement speed is important on this hero, to be honest. Like, to set up for roar and just like, I don't know, move around in team fights. I get the idea is just like drums is the movement speed item, but I mean, it only gives you 20 movement speed, and to be fair, drums is like a better item when you buy boots, right? The active is percentage based, so it does get even a little bit better with boots. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Okay, blink on DK. As I was saying, I kind of almost wish he just doubled down at this point and either goes BKB or Pike and just plays to be this like menace, this scaling menace, rather than hitting this mid-game timing. Like, they kind of need a blink initiator. I mean, Bat can sort of fill that role, but it doesn't feel that good. Bat generally prefers to go in second, if possible. As okay, they're committing on him. Smoked up on the side of Nigma, but they lost their Bat Rider. And, oh, DK has no ult. So probably not a good smoke timing from Nigma. I feel like smoking right as your DK form is ending is a little weird. Like, it can still work if you find the right angle, of course. That can always be the case. You know, if you just happen to find the NP or the Quap alone. They got a good kill combo here. The DK stun into the roar will kill anyone if they're alone. Phoenix pushing on mid. Is he going to go Vessel? Yeah, he is. Interesting. Okay. I'm a little surprised. I feel like this game, maybe I would have preferred a Solar Crest on him, just because I think you have 3 right-clicking cores. And so kind of giving that barrier and giving that attack speed is really good for like this Dragonite, for instance. It's super, super nice. Or even Morphling. So I'm a little surprised by that. Bat Rider's simple Blink Dagger build. They got a 4K lead. It's always funny when the game's 4-10, but like one team has a 4K lead. It just kind of goes to show sometimes the importance of matchups more than kills, or like the space you're allowed to farm more than kills. That's definitely happening in this game. They also have one more tower than Winter Bear does, but they're really sitting around mid. They are super scared. Okay, NP TPing bottom, Morphling TPing top. Oh my god, the NP has a phylactery. Conda Natures. He has 0 intent on... This guy has no intent on manning up. Honestly, I think they missed their timing. I think this game for Winter Bear, they're going to have to find perfect angles in the team fight and blow people up with magic damage. I mean, when your MP is going a build like Conda, I mean, it's not the worst right-click item. It gives damage, it gives crit, it's fine. But, I don't know. In my head, a build like this is really good if your team is just killing people off cooldown. And to me, the idea of Winter Bear's draft is this really high tempo, like low cooldown global strat that's supposed to dominate the game and like really put high tempo. But that just hasn't happened. And I think it's mainly because they couldn't really kick the Morphling out of bottom. And the Beast just has this good matchup. I think NP is really bad against Beast in lane. It used to be okay, and then they nerfed NP. It was just okay. And then they nerfed NP a couple times in his laning stage. And now I think it's just beyond terrible, especially the Wild Hunt facet, I think is just straight up terrible. And Clock is really bad against Beast in lane as well. If that was the lane, I assume it was. Yeah, it definitely was. Okay, they find an angle. I actually missed this. Clock just walked up to the high ground. Clock kind of Chad walked up, tried to hook out, but did tick out. Nice catch on the Tusk. Good heads up play from Amar to get more. Okay, pretty basic. Oh, and they're invading the 20-minute Torm now. They get the shard on Batrider, which is almost completely useless. Hookshot misses. He's got to get his... you really don't want this dragon to die, honestly. Is he going to buy boots? Yeah. Okay, dragon cutting the bot wave. Are they going to run at it? It's going to take them... I mean, Tusk is really good at killing it. No, what are you doing? Why would you run it straight into them? Oh, at least make them chase it into the corner. That was such a waste. Okay, I hated that. I really hated that. Okay. Smoke out on Phoenix. He's got his Vessel, Phylactery. I mean, Philosopher's Stone, double Philosopher's Stone. We scaling. Morph almost a butterfly. This guy, I mean, this NP has a 0% chance of winning a man fight against this guy. It's not even going to be remotely close. I feel like this game is just getting harder and harder. As the DK running up the hill. Catch on to the Quap. Do they have Lasso? They do. Oh, the snowball save was short. Can you pull out of Lasso? For some reason, I feel like you can't. It's one of these weird specific abilities. Like, no way he just messed this up. He might have been short. It seemed a little short. Oh, they're all dead. Or whoever. Oh, NP TP'd in. No. No way you win this. He's trying, but I don't see it. Yeah, this game is so over. This game is so over. They don't outskill them. I think the benefit of Winter Bears draft is that you can play super fast. But to me, it almost feels like they focused so much on this idea of playing fast. They try to pair their heroes synergy so well that their matchups are bad. I really believe this game is a matchup issue. DK against Quap mid is like favorable for DK. It's not like they baited them with some other potential mid hero unless you're afraid of Phoenix or Pad mid. They just picked Quap into it. Or the other way around. The DK was just straight up picked into it. Again, Beast, I think, is just super good this game. I feel like Morph is just free unless... Yeah, I feel like Morph is free. I mean, the Winter Bear, they just had to make no mistakes in the early game and out-tempo them. Because, yeah, I mean, Nigma needed to farm. Like, as I was saying, their draft is, like, kind of bad for the first 15 minutes. It's really bad if they have some bad matchup. Like, if this Morphling was against an Enigma, for instance, then I think this game would look way different. Yes, they would have less global presence, but at least you would have a winning lane, and then you can kind of like play off that winning lane. You can push in that lane, and then the Quap can connect onto the underfarmed Morphling, or the Enigma can connect on mid and take the tower, and then like he can buy, a Crimson, and you can play off that timing, or like a Vessel. This game is really good, right? And so, but I just think that the Dawn just doesn't have the matchups this game. It doesn't have the carry matchup. Morph sort of just gets the free farm. Like, Morph against Tusk Dawn is kind of crazy. Like, giving them this matchup, it's just really good, to be honest. Maybe they thought it was going to be DK carry for sure, and that they wouldn't do this on the side of Nigma, but they did. Smelt getting to his BKB. Boots a bearing. He probably just thinks he needs the drum charges, which is fine. I mean, drum charges are good. This item gives so much HP regen, which is kind of nice. It just makes you super survivable. Throw the snowball. Okay, DK chasing forward. They can be kind of reckless at this point. I don't see any angle for Winter Bear to fight. I really don't see it. I think if Nigma groups up at this point, it's going to be exceptionally difficult for Winter Bear to take a fight. I don't see it. I think they should go high ground. I don't see how this NP even gets into the fight. He has no mobility, 0 defensive item. Yeah, he's cutting the wave. I mean, this is your best bet. But the wave didn't die, so it's not going to do anything. Okay, Quap ult to poke. That's when you know the game is bad. Okay. All right, Miracle onto mid tower. Still 2 minutes on Aegis. And yeah, I was going to say, I think they can keep going. I don't think there's much of a reason to stop him. I mean, the Quap, she can poke him, but... And the NP has to poke him now. I mean, there's some damage here. The problem is he still has a... Oh, they're going to... Oh, ugh. Bad waveform. Yeah, you can't snowball lasso. You just can't. Like, there's no way he messed that one up too. This is like best case scenario fight. I feel like Nigma kind of messed up. That egg was bad. Like the waveform was just completely off the mark on the lasso. He just straight up missed. But I mean, this NP can't do anything. This Morphling is straight up untouchable at this point of the game. He's just going to shift all the way down in full heal, preserve the Aegis. And yeah, I mean, nice game from Nigma. I think that they got kind of blessed with a draft win this game. Not that they played poorly. I think... Is he done? Not that they played poorly. I think they played well. I think they played their draft solid. I actually think that Sumail's pacing in this game probably was better than I expected. I think if he bought Blink, he would have forced a bunch of fights into heroes that wanted to fight, right? Into a draft that was ready to go when his teammates probably aren't ready to go. So I think the main props I would give to Nigma is the pacing of this game that they played. I think they forced Winter Bear to kind of just take random kills in the early game rather than giving them a 3-on-3, a 4-on-4, a 5-on-5, where you're really going to snowball your net worth lead, right? And win with this type of tempo draft where you get a kill, you get 3 kills, maybe you trade 1 for 3 off a good fight with a Donald and a Quap ult because you just have better spells, and then you transition that into a tower, and then you control their jungle, and now the map gets really small and DK can't farm, but that didn't happen. They fed 10 kills, but it didn't feel like any real team fight deaths. It was just pickoffs. And I think there's a lot to be said about that in this game for how the drafts are supposed to play. I think there's a lot to be said about that. And I'm definitely impressed with how they played in that regard. I think a lot of teams would mess that up. However, I think that this type of draft, if you have even a slight hole, like one really bad lane, any of the 3 lanes, because they have 3 winning lanes, or at least solid lanes. If you have 1 losing lane, then this tempo draft of Winter Bear will look really good in my opinion. It doesn't take 2 winning lanes. You just need 1 to play off of, where these high tempo subs can gate on and the NP can TP on. But if you just don't have that lane, I mean, they tried it on mid this game and it kind of worked, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, the Beast was free farming, the Morph was free farming. They weren't getting enough kills. And I think that's props to Nigma. But okay, it's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I always like doing these sort of analysis. I think they're really fun. I learn a lot, honestly, from making them. Hopefully you guys learn a lot from watching them. And I'll see you in the next one.
And that's all. But remember, before you leave, before you tune out, subscribe to the gameleap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below. And I'm out. Peace.